Ari is supposed to be here?
Sorry today. But we don't technically need quorum.
Yeah, we don't need, we don't, so, we did,
It's a hearing. You
Yep.
just, but technically you have quorum. One,
Yeah, well,
two,
we're gonna
three,
get
four,
started.
5, 6, 7. So
Well, we are gonna go ahead and get started then. It is 5:30. We don't have a vote for this at this point, so, just,
What is that?
what is that?
Take roll.
Yeah, so if, Ms. Downs Lewis, if you could call the roll, please.
Mr. Eatman?
Here.
Ms. Lewis, yes, here. Ms. Melton?
Here.
Mr. Rodriguez?
Here.
Ross?
Here.
Ms. Shockey?
Here.
Ms. Wade? Ms. Davis?
Here.
President Williams will be showing up late.
Correct. So we do have, for this special meeting, we have a single agenda item, which is the 23-24 proposed budget overview. Safe to say, Ms. Cribbs, you're probably going to give us that overview.
I was planned to keep my comments very brief because the intent of this meeting is to hold public comment and hear from our public. So my comments are very brief. There we go. So what I've brought into the presentation is out of the budget book that we saw last week when we went through in more detail, and these are the high-level summaries. So our proposed 23-24 budget on general fund, with the local, state, and federal sources for a total revenue and other financing sources of $287 million. General fund expenses, we're planning on total expenditures of $284 million. Transfers out is only 1.7 right now. Last week I did go into more detail about those transfers out and how that was a transfer over a capital projects fund in 22-23. So total expenditures would be the $286 million with right now our planned revenue and other sources over expenditures and other uses of 1.3 million. So right now we're projecting our fund balance to increase slightly for next year. Projecting fund balance at the end of June 30, 2024 at 17.7 million. As you know, we will amend at least a couple times during the year, so that's just our starting point. Things will change. One thing, I'm going to back up. What I have heard this week is Lansing is still in discussions about what state aid will look like for next year. They're still semi-optimistic that they'll have something by June 30th, but obviously not in time for tonight. So that's the other reason I know this will change, because we'll know what state aid is hopefully in the next few weeks. That's the expenditures, going backwards again. Special revenue, this is the total for all of the special revenue funds, the largest of which is food service. So planning their revenue and other financing sources of $16.2 million. Expenditures are actually increasing planned for next year. So on that one, we're actually planning on using fund balance, and most of that is out of food service. Debt service, again, we levy the property taxes to be able to make our principal and interest payments on those. And the other reason for this public hearing is to discuss our tax rates for next year, which we are planning on levying the 18 mills operating and the 3.85 mills for debt retirement, the same as we've done the last 2 years. One note for the public too, all of this is posted out on our website in the further detail, so they can go in and look at those as well. And that's all I had as far as a presentation. Like I said, I wanted to reserve time for public comment, so.
So I guess before we get to public comment, any clarifying questions from anyone on the board? I think I heard some whisperings over here. No? Yes? Maybe? Okay.
Something, yeah, it's fine.
All right, fair enough. Anyone else? No? Well, don't know if do we have any public comment? Maybe, no, probably not, huh?
Gonna say, let me see, Tasha will double
Double
check
check.
for us.
And
Ms.
looks like,
Spears, were you able to rectify the request of last week regarding which ESSER 2 or 3 funds were being taken for some of these things that we talked about?
At the purchasing agenda,
Mm-hmm.
those will be from SR3.
all right. So in regards to, again, the proposed budget for 23-24, keeping in mind that this is an agenda item for us to approve at the regular board meeting. If there are any, I guess, concerns or questions, for sure, this would be the time to bring them. If not, like Ms. Cribbs said, it's an opportunity for any public comment. Doesn't like we have any public comment. So I guess with that, I guess our special order of business today, I guess this meeting is adjourned until our regular meeting at 6:30 then. So going once, going twice. All right, so to the highest bidder. Let's go. All right, well, see you back here in 45,
I was
55
going to
minutes.
suggest that we probably should have kept it open just for a little bit longer since it is Juneteenth and people could be coming from any citywide fund meeting of some
Maybe we-
type.
Oh, yeah.
So the urban core collective, is there like update on, I know that they,
Oh, yeah, our meeting is adjourned.
last week,
Oh, go,
will we discuss next week,
go ahead.
today?
You do have a public comment card you like to?
Sorry, I just thought your meeting was done, I could just ask somebody an update.
I'm so lost.
No, it is over. It is over. No, you can definitely ask that question.
That's
Oh,
what I was
sure.
gonna say.
If you don't have a public comment, that's fine, but you can ask your question. You feel
Or
free.
I was gonna say,
Up-
or I can,
yes.
Yes, from other, that's great.
Thank you.
Off the mic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm lost what's happening right now.
So typically what happens for our newer board members, we offer this opportunity in the 3 years that I've been here. So it's usually a 5 to 10 minute kind of overview, and then this is that space where people who want to offer feedback around public comment, they can or not, and we kind of just sit. I mean,
I'm familiar with public comment. I just didn't.
no, I
let-
know you're familiar, I'm just
Okay.
saying, but during, my experience has been, for this particular meeting, there has not, and I'm going on 3 years, so there has not been a large audience participation during that time.
But folks will have opportunity, obviously, at the beginning of
The
the
board
regular
meeting,
board meeting
yes.
to offer any comment about the budget prior to us. having
It's like
a
2
vote,
bites
for
of the
sure.
apple,
So, yeah,
basically.
this was just one, so it's not like they won't have another opportunity. But, so we will see at the opening of the next meeting at 6:30.
Of having public comment, just so they can talk about, I guess, the question is, since we're about to approve the budget, is there, what's the goal of them speaking at this point? Or,
Yes, I guess that's up to the individual.
Yeah, and it's hard to say what, for each individual, and so we have to, and I'm going on just kind of what are the requirements of the law, so making sure that we have an opportunity, we publicize it, making sure that we have opportunity at least twice for public comment